to anticipate what OTA is going to do next for the public anyway.
So along those lines, you heard today and previously at other times, the two ladies that had the wanted to stay in community, I think had the alpacas. I'm not sure what the animal was. The dairy farmer, that's trying, and I definitely grew up in a dairy farm, so I understand you have to you know as well as in your other life as a farmer, that it takes a lot of resources, a lot of land to make that happen. So if they're wanting to stay in those arenas of their interest, if they're wanting to stay in this area, they're wanting to stay in the metro area, their family. I know one of the speakers talked about they're going to stay. I think it was our last speaker say they're going to stay close to their family. They're very tied to those folks. So obviously there's some concerns for people to be able to relocate to other areas in proximity to the area they live now. From what we're hearing, again, anecdotally, is that it's not even swap for if there's, let's say it's 200 homes, there's not 200 homes available. Again, that's anecdotal. Could you address those concerns or just speak to that briefly?
Yes, sir. Again, the best part of a long-range plan is it allows us to really spread this out over a longer period of time if the property owners so choose. If the property owners if we determine next year and narrow down our need and are able to establish it, and everybody wants everybody, which is not going to happen, but if everybody wanted to be purchased, then that's the route we would go, and we would try to help folks with that. When we purchase property, we don't just buy it and kick people off. That's not how this works. We, especially in I believe the farm that was talked about were some elderly folks, and especially those folks that need help or maybe need guidance in finding the next property, or guidance or help moving. Again, we pay for all of those things, and we help them to try to find a good realtor, and we try to work with them early so that they have the flexibility to not be in a rush, and hopefully they're able to find that next property that serves their needs either as well or better than their current setup. There's always room for improvement. Another thing that we're doing, we're partnering with. I absolutely hated during driving forward during the last bond program when we would have to tear down a house, especially if the house was new, and had a lot and was or recently remodeled. Hated that. We are partnered with Habitat for Humanity on this go round. So we're going to provide them with notification before anything's torn down, whether that's a house or a barn or a metal building. And if they're able to come in and salvage from that something that's usable for somebody else, then we're going to try to facilitate that this time. And I think that's really one of the better aspects of having the ability to plan a little bit further in advance.